The most popular comment I receive on my channel are absolute comedy geniuses commenting the words, "something interesting," on my armor guide video. You aren't funny, unique, or special, because there are literally 13 of you. The second most popular comments I get are ones telling me that my pet tier list is wrong and that their favorite pets are better than I ranked them. The main pets causing disagreement are the Snowman, Blaze, Pigment, and especially the Guardian. Because I didn't have enough money to try out all of these pets at once, I had to rely on what I assumed from the stats and what my friends had told me. So I have done the best I can to get my hands on each of these pets in their best form, or as close to really try them out and see if they were really as good as everyone says they are. Please subscribe because buying these pets was expensive, and I will roast your favorite pet if you do not subscribe. The first pet I would like to debunk is the Snowman Pad. I completely forgot to include its stats in this video because I wasn't paying attention during checking my video. I understand why adding 33 damage and 33 strength to your weapon may seem good on paper. This is much less than the Ender Dragon and Pigment pet add, and is only slightly more than the Lion pet offers, and with no other boosts, this pet is still pretty awful and is staying in the bottom tier. Also, the snowballs are just really annoying. Into the fire you go. The Blaze pet has been said to rival superior dragon armor when used with frozen blaze armor, with some arguing that this is caused to be top tier pet. My argument was that using this pet to gain an advantage over superior armor does not account for superior armor with another pet. But how am I going to afford such an expensive pet? Well, thankfully, my friend Golden Dew came in clutch and offered to let me use his. As for the superior pet, I decided to go with the Tiger pet politely lent by Mr. Swipe.
Since Furry Boy is asleep right now, I can say that if you're looking for a decent Skyblock content, don't come over to my channel. But I mean, you can sorta click the link down in the description if you want. Oh, wait, Furry Boy is back. Oh,
Neither of these pets are max level, but they are both the same level, so this test is fair. Through testing, I found both sets to be quite equal in DPS, although the Frozen Blaze armor had more effective HP. The Blaze armor's ability in Slayer quests, but nothing that I couldn't replicate with the Cleave enchant, which is on my sword anyway. I don't think this is useful right now, but could be amazing in dungeons, but due to it only truly being useful with one armor set, I think this pet deserves to remain in its tier. The Pigment pet was the source of a lot of controversy in the chat. People were claiming the pet made the Pigment sword better than the Midas, which is absolutely wrong. It's literally 30 damage less and only 30 more crit damage, which barely makes any difference. On top of this, one of its abilities is just plain pointless, as it buffs PvP damage only. But most of all, people would swear by the ability that makes it deal up to 25 more damage to mobs above level 100, which still do not exist. Only Slayer bosses have this attribute, and killing the Slayer boss takes way less time than actually summoning it. To stack more against this pet, the Wolf pet's abilities for grinding wolves made this the no-brainer choice for Sven Packmaster, and the incredibly long summon time of Tarantula Broodfathers made this pet's extra DPS against the boss as good as worthless. This leaves only one boss where the Pigment pet could come in helpful, against the Revenants. However, Revenants are incredibly difficult to do without the Revenant Falchion, meaning the buff to the Pigment sword is pointless, but the only real buff are its stats and the high level damage boost. To really prove that this pet is worthless, I tried with 4 pets to see which out of 3 could defeat 8 tier 4 Revenants fastest. The Phoenix, Tiger, Wolf, or Pigment. I used the exact same gear every single time for all of these Revenants, and the Wolf beat out the others by a large margin. And if you think you can just swap to the pet when the boss spawns and then swap back, you're going to get combat tagged as soon as the boss spawns anyway, and be unable to do that. This pet is trash. The Guardian pet was treated so poorly in the original video because I didn't understand its ability properly. Flying fish. Not you. Turns out the damage it deals is affected by sword stats too, meaning it could deal around 200,000 damage to zombies if you hold a Reaper Falchion and it hits a zombie whilst you wear Wise Dragon armor. Only problem is, Wise Dragon armor is terrible for DPS, so this 66 DPS you get from it is not worth it when compared with the DPS you lose by not using better dragon armor. So for a fairer comparison, I was dealing around 83,000 damage with my superior set. I once again put this pet up against the wolf pet as they are both similarly priced, and the wolf pet came out on top. The Guardian doesn't even target mobs unless you hit them first, so if you're already one-hitting things, it basically doesn't do anything. The sheep pet is also a better pet for mana usage, and who in their right mind really wants to level up their enchanting level? I think this pet deserves its place in the bottom tier, but at least it's well designed. Unlike the Jerry pet, which is not even a funny joke. Literally stop making Jerry jokes, you're literally acting like 3 years old. I hope this guide helped in clearing up a few things, and if you still disagree with me, then prepare to take some fat L's in the comment section.